This is not my bed. So I've seen How to Train Your Dragon 2 twice now, and I honestly can't tell if the second one was just that bad or if the first one was just really good. Spoilers ahead. First of all, I feel like they were the same movie. And not like how Land Before Time 2 through Infinity is exactly the same. Because that was endearing as a small child in the late 90s to early 2000s. So Hiccup meets a character that he's had misconceptions about his whole life. He has to learn to trust them, they trust him, he finds a mysterious island where all the dragons live. People make weird comments about beehives. Hiccup tries to tell something extremely important to his dad, but he never listens until it's right in front of his face. Toothless is taken from Hiccup and exploited. And then Hiccup has to find other dragons to fly in and save him. And then Toothless battles a dragon a million times bigger and stronger than he is, and of course wins. I love that story. The first time around. I feel like they just decided to give up since Hiccup got more attractive. Don't even get me started on the whole Arid son of Arid changing his mind thing. What was his deal anyway? It's like they took everything good about the other kids besides Hiccup and Astrid and put it into this weird guy so that we could hear Kristen Wiig's creepy voice. And speaking of Astrid, aka the biggest disappointment, she was so awesome in the first movie. She was training and super smart and sneaking around and trying to figure out what was going on her own terms. And in the second, she was just used as filler dialogue, with classics like, "Take 'em, babe," and Hiccup's very persuasive. She just became this empty character. I might have even been fine if she was just super sappy the whole time, but she's just boring. I wish I could say her character was my biggest disappointment. Wait, I already did, but there was a surprising lack of explanation. So in the first movie, Gobber kind of acts as a guide for the audience. He sets out the rules about dragons, which are then broken by Toothless and Hiccup's relationship, giving this cohesive narrative that makes us feel warm inside. But in the second, no one gives reasons for anything, and if they do, they're crappy. Why did the mother abandon her son and husband? I just didn't think he would be safe having someone around who liked dragons. How did Toothless get radioactive powers? It's never actually explained, unless you count earlier in the movie when she says every dragon has its secrets. But wasn't his secret all the fins down his back? Last thing, I promise. The whole end of the movie felt like Lion King. The dad dies and his son tries to roll him over, but he's too big. The new leader of the animals roars really loudly and everybody else roars after him. And then the elders reached out and painted the symbol of the tribe on Hiccup's forehead. Were there any good things about this movie? The animation has come a really long way. I honestly thought there were some scenes that were so beautiful, so well done. But honestly, you would expect that. I mean, it's been 4 years since the first one came out, so moral of the story, I love How to Train Your Dragon and kind of hate How to Train Your Dragon 2.